waiting patiently for a beautiful lover.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I am excited to talk to you. I am excited to talk to you like this, like on the distance, like these times are fantastic that we can do this, like even if the situation in the world is so bad right now, you know, like
I know.
technology is perfect.
I know. What time is it there?
Here it's 12:56 in the afternoon. Midday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right. What about?
No, it's nice. It's nice to see other people's faces. So I'm enjoying this.
Right. How has the quarantine treated you? What have you done?
I can't complain. I'm very lucky. I'm at home with my sister, and I'm just trying to take the time to be still. You know, I haven't been still like this in a long time. So I'm just trying to be calm and look after my head and my body. But it's hard to stay inside and be hopeful when there's so many people out there struggling.
Right. I can imagine that for you being an artist, like you are always on a rush. You are or performing or recording or traveling. So getting some time to be by yourself at home, to be able to play music or sing or whatever must be like really nice for you.
It is really nice. It really is. It was a shock the first week because, you know, my life is designed for me to be in so many places and to travel so much. My life is designed where I don't actually look after myself a lot. You know, I don't do a lot for myself. I don't clean my clothes and clean my house, and you know, I don't cook a lot, and so it was a bit of a shock to the system having to look after myself again.
Yo, I listened to your new song with Demi, I'm Ready, and I just loved it. I think it's magnificent. I think it's fantastic. Demi is a fantastic artist, but you have evolved so much throughout the years. Like your music is taking like a whole different route. You know, like you used to do like more calm, soft songs, and now you're making some upbeat thing that I love. So
yeah, thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about this like musical growth you are having right now?
Yeah, it's always been in me, and I've always made songs like this. I just haven't felt comfortable to release them, and I think it's just about feeling. At the moment, I feel safe, and I feel confident enough to show more sides of myself. You know, and being well known and showing different parts of your personality is scary, and taking risks as well, especially you know, after the success of my first album and stuff, the pressure was quite intense on releasing music after that, and I felt I think a little bit limited in what I could do, because I felt like there was a lot of people waiting to hear this Sam Smith record, and Sam Smith became this character that I had to play. But the last few years, I've done a lot of therapy and a lot of work inside myself, and I've tried to figure out what I want to do, what's going to make me happier as a person. And right now, making me happy is pretending to be Britney Spears and enjoying myself, and trying to not take myself so seriously all the time and take a risk. And for me, as well, in a world in this hipster world where everyone is so conscious about being so cool all the time, it was quite a freeing experience to not try and be cool. That's what felt really magical in this experience.
And about working with Demi, tell me about the song. Where did it come from, and how did you get to work with Demi, and how was working with Demi?
I've been a fan of Demi since I was a young kid, and growing up, her music has just been the soundtrack to my life. And when I first became well known, I met her once at a award show, and then we met again, and we stayed in contact, and we've always expressed love for each other, you know, over social media and stuff. And earlier on in the year, I was just in the studio, and I was working with someone who'd written with Demi before, and I just expressed how much I love her, and this wonderful man called Savan said, we've got to bring her down. So he called her, and she came down to the studio, and we made the song together, and we sat. We actually didn't do a lot of songwriting. We sat and we just talked for hours and hours and hours about life and about mental health. You know, I love talking about all of my mental health issues, because with someone else who has mental health issues, because it's this amazing feeling of like, I'm not alone in this. And especially being famous as well, I don't talk to a lot of other famous people, and it was really lovely to be able to kind of just feel like we were on the same page and relate.
Cool. I think the song has a lot of different colors, you know, like the verses are a little bit dark, but then it starts growing and growing and growing when you get to the chorus, and it just blows minds. Like I was feeling like I was listening to some musical theater thing going on.
Yeah.
This is growing.
Completely. And that's a side of me that I've been really, I'm right now, even like with this song coming out next week, I've always been, I started in musical theatre. That's how I started learning how to sing. So when I write music, sometimes it naturally does go that way. And that makes me nervous because sometimes that can be cheesy, but I think I've got to embrace it. That's how I write, and it's how I express myself sometimes. And yeah, there is definitely a musical, this it could be in The Greatest Showman, I think, this song.
Right. It's completely beautiful, yo. Now talking about the album, this time there will be 4 singles out, right? How Do You Sleep, To Die For, Dancing with a Stranger, which I love, and I'm Ready with Demi Lovato. What about the album? When is it coming out? May 1st?
Well, do you know what? I don't know if those songs will be on the album, because because of the current situation, I've made a decision to change the album title, to change the cover, and if this album will be brought out later on in the year, I don't know how I feel about having those songs on it, because I released them so long ago. And I feel like maybe I want to release a few more songs. I've got so many songs that I have that I've written that I want to release. So I'm not sure yet if they will be on the record, or it will just be a whole new fresh start after this, and it'll be single 1 comes out after I'm Ready. I don't know yet. You know, we're just gonna wait and just try and see how people feel.
I watched you perform in 2014 Corona Capital. That was long time ago, 2014, 6 years ago. But you need to come to Mexico again, and you need to play these songs because they are really good.
Of course. Oh my God. I was in Mexico, I think it was a year and a half, 2 years ago now. Maybe a year and a half. I love being there so much. Mexico City is one of my favorite places. I'm yet to explore more of Mexico, but it's at the top of my list. I love the people, I love the culture, I love the food, I love the music, I love it. I've actually got a picture of Frida above me right now. But I absolutely love Mexico, and I will be there as long as you will have me. I will be coming and singing to you all.
We will be so happy to have you. Let's just wait till this situation is over, and we will meet over here.
Yes, thank you. And please, anyone listening to this, and you included, please stay safe, and I hope you're okay, and I hope that you're all getting through this.
Cheers, Sam. You're fantastic.
Thank you, so are you. Thank you. Bye, nice to meet you.